All right, welcome to the very first State of the Union match analysis. Opening day, we have Orlando versus the Union in Orlando. Before we get into the analysis, some roster updates. We are without Bruno Damiani due to visa issues, I believe, and Indiana Vassilev. Haven't gotten to talk about him here yet, but he's also not with us for this game because we just signed him the day before, so that's obviously going to take a little bit of time. Nate Harriel is apparently injured. No glaze or anything. Um, but Nate Harriel is the greatest right back in the league. This handsome man. Um, we miss him. In his place for today, though, Frankie Westfield, who had a great game. He is an academy player, finished best 11 in MLS Next Pro last season. Um, Other updates in the lineup, we have Makanya starting in center back. He's also another Union 2 player. Um, Weird to not see Ian, our big signing from Newell's Old Boys, but oh well. Um, what else we got? Oh, our new formation. We still have the 4-4-2, but instead of the diamond, we're playing two holding midfielders and two attacking midfielders. The holding midfield, we have Jean Jacques and Jovan Lukic. And the attacking midfielders, we just have guys like Sullivan, and our strikers are normal. Everything else is normal. Andre Blake is finally healthy, um, which is great. Um, yeah. For Orlando, they are without Fagundo Torres, who was their best player last year. They transferred him to Brazilian Serie A. But in his place, they have signed Marco Pasalic. This guy's a dog. I believe they spent 5 million on him, so he's one of their new DPS. The game started with Marco Pasalic scoring in the 8th minute. Um, at this point in the game, the Union looked shaky. Like Marco Pasalic scored a great goal, and I just assumed the season was over. Which I think every other Union fan assumed the season was over too. We just looked like we left right where we left off last season, um, and it looked like we had no chance. They were just completely tearing us apart. We looked like an academy team. But then, in the 23rd minute, Quinn Sullivan rips an awful shot, not gonna lie, from the top of the box, and it falls to Kai on the wing, who crosses it into Baribo. Just Kai and Ty, you know the ball's going in. When Kai, I knew the second Kai Wagner got that ball, we were gonna score. Um, so just like that, we're back in it. Um, Next, this beautiful goal after halftime, 1-1 at halftime. Beautiful goal. Quinn Sullivan, have my children. Never mind. Anyways, what a ball from Quinn Sullivan to Gazdag, who has a great finish. Let's not take away from that finish. Volley finish, um, first touch, beautiful. After that, Mikel Ura scored from outside the box. When does this ever happen? We look like a new team. Anyways, error from Orlando's center back. Awful touch. Get that guy off your team. And then Uro just shoots it from outside the box. The goalie was not ready for it. Um, I'm jumping up and down in my living room at this point. This was nuts. Next, Frankie Westfield and Ty Baribo again. Westfield runs past two defenders, gets a little bit lucky, not gonna lie, but then passes it in for Baribo to volley into the net for our third goal. Epic. Or fourth goal, sorry. Um, Frankie Westfield. Let's give a little bit of a spotlight to Frankie right now. Not gonna lie, I was hating in the first half. It seemed like he couldn't connect a pass for his life. But like, he's nervous. Okay, first game, never been in front of this many fans before. Got a lot of pressure, but he responded very well in the second half. It felt like Kai Wagner on the right wing. We might have found another Kai, which would be awesome. Look, and I'm saying this as a Harriel Glazer. So, Harriel, you're going to have to step up here. Um, I'm rooting for you, though. And then Paslich scored another poverty goal, trash time goal in the 79th minute. Our defense, what was our defense doing? The ball hit the crossbar, then hits the post, and our defense is just standing there the whole time. So we definitely fell asleep there. Our defense looked very shaky, but we had the game was over at this point. Um, surprise player of the match, Frankie Westfield. I mean, tiebreaker with the 2 goals, but Frankie Westfield, congratulations, MLS debut. You got an assist. Super happy for you. Positive takeaways, Frankie, of course. Andre Blake is still the greatest goalie in the league. Unfortunately, I don't think he has a chance of winning Golden Glove this year, just because our defense is not good enough for him to get clean sheets. But he saves us so many times throughout the game. Like, a key to this season, if we want to make the playoffs, is this man being healthy. Makanya, he looked fantastic. Like, better than Jack Elliott did. He looks very comfortable. It's hard to believe this guy is 20 years old. I'm 20 years old, and look at me. Like, this man is a monster. The finishing, I feel like we didn't miss like a single like guaranteed goal. Our expected goals this game was like 1.6 or 1.8, and we scored 4. So that was pretty cool. The new formation, um, we had more possession than I thought we would. Like, I thought we were gonna have less than 40% possession, just based on how Bradley Carnell's played in the past. Um, I thought we were just gonna play defensive and then try to score on transition, but no, we actually like held the ball pretty well for the a solid portion, like the middle portion of that game. Kai and Ty, this duo is undefeated. Um, yeah, Quinn Sullivan with that great ball. Quinn is like our playmaker. Like, when this guy gets the ball, he's trying to find ways to get to the net. He doesn't care if he's gonna mess up. Like, I respect that. Um, so yeah, next game, the Union versus Cincinnati in the Soob. Pack the Soob. I will be there no matter what. Um, Look, if we get a win here, we might be back. FC Cincinnati, they got Kevin Denke now, Evander. They are a good team. Pat Noonan will never be an easy matchup. Like, this, if we win this, it might be time to take everything bad that I said about the Union back. That's all I have today. Goodbye.